Part 1. White Clouds. Heartstring Moon. Familiar scenery. In honor of the saints whose births or deaths took place under this moon, the people perform music once beloved by those divine beings. Whether by harp, by flute, or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast plains of Tailteen and Gronder.
As you have already been notified, your mission is to subdue some bandits. Our students have been learning about combat through study, but this is a precious opportunity to provide them with practical experience. The Knights will support your mission and are prepared to offer their assistance if necessary. In short, this is no mock battle. You must be prepared for anything. You will receive a message from the Knights when it is time to depart. Until then, use your time wisely.
More bandits. Not very original, Teach. Well, as long as you're with us, at least things won't be boring. In fact, it may take a turn for the interesting. And with that, I take my leave to make my final preparations.
You seem well. Are you adjusting to life at the monastery? Oh, I didn't expect that answer. When we were mercenaries, I handled everything. Outside of battle, you didn't have much contact with people, did you? I thought being thrown into a swarm of noble brats to teach would be a bit much for you. But I guess I had nothing to worry about. By the way, I heard about those bandits. Your first assignment is to take them out, right? That's fairly routine for you by now, but don't forget it's the first real taste of battle for those brats. It'll be tougher to sleep at night if you let one of your little pupils die. So stay vigilant and lead them well. I wish I could offer you my support, but Lady Rhea won't allow it. For now, I'll try to figure out what she wants from you. I don't mind you settling into your life here, but don't let your guard down, ever.
Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Avatar Gaming Channel. My name's AJ Gels. How y'all doing? We are back with Fire Emblem Three Houses. I initially was planning to make this series, like a weekly, put up an episode a week. Small problem was I just got busy last week, or maybe the last 2 weeks, I'm actually not sure. And I just didn't have time to get the video out. So, either way. Here we are with more Fire Emblem. Sure, I guess we have to explore. Teach me how to use the map. Girl's voice, what could it mean? Blah, blah, blah. Again, if you're watching this series, this is your first time watching Fire Emblem, or at least Three Houses, I'm not gonna go through everything really slowly and explain everything. I think I mentioned this in the previous videos. It just, I'll give you guys a chance to kind of like pause and read some of the tooltips, but for the most part, I'm not, because I did a lot of explaining in the Black Eagles playthrough. I think this is a new quest because of the new DLCs and everything, so we have new stock in the armory, new stock in, oh, I never noticed that you actually can see the stock that they have. Okay, lost my train of thought. Alright, so we'll run around the monastery and talk to everybody. Apparently, Geralt has a quest for us.
Hey, do you know how old Captain Geralt is?
Old.
That's enough, Leone. If I don't know, how could my child know?
It's not normal to forget your own age, It's kind of worrisome, actually.
By the time you're forgetting your own age, you're past the point of caring.
I guess if you put it that way, you've got a point.
I have a request.
Search for the tactics primer in the captain's quarters. Sure. Good number of battalions available for that too. See, I found out how this game's New Game Plus works because I'm running a maddening playthrough in on my own time, and I gotta say, actually, I like how this game runs runs New Game Plus. You don't just keep all of your experience and your weapon levels and your supports and everything. You keep your renown, which is a currency in this game, which we'll go into later when it becomes more important for this playthrough. But you keep your renown and you buy professor levels, you buy weapon levels, you buy you buy supports with different characters if you want to kind of pick up where you left off. It's an interesting way of doing it, in my opinion. I actually like it, and you can only buy up to what you've earned naturally. So it's a cool way of doing New Game Plus, and everything's actually pretty affordable. So let's go talk to Anna over here.
Hello there. Are you that new professor everyone's talking about? Name's Anna. I'm a merchant who slings wares all across Fodlan and beyond.
And you sound a little bit like a robot right now, I'm not gonna lie.
I come in here all the time, so I'm sure our paths will cross more. Hopefully, much more.
Okay, again, little robotic. Let's go see Dimitri and Claude over here.
Your performance in the mock battle was exceptional, Professor.
Yeah, I know.
You have inspired me to follow your example and study even more diligently. Perhaps we could train together sometime. I would love to test myself against your sword skills again.
Yeah, but I'm using an axe. Whatever.
Those bandits really didn't think things through, did they? They had to have known the knights would be after them the moment they entered the monastery's turf. Fine by me, though. I'm raring for some real combat experience. Any chance to grow is a good thing. Is there anything else you want to ask me, Teach? About living at the monastery or combat? Anything like that?
I wouldn't think that was a little straightforward for, like a straightforward thing for Claude to say.
They're the only ones who have something to learn from their professors. If you want to, you should try trading knowledge with Professor Hanneman or Professor Manuela.
And we can also go to Geralt or Rhea or just pretty much anyone.
The house a student belongs to is determined by where they're from, but it is possible for someone to switch to a different one. Of course, that's only if the student very strongly wants to make the change and their professor is on board with it. If you do a lot of different activities around the monastery, you'll get closer to students and they may ask you about it.
Alright, the general idea of how recruiting students works. Alright, I want to go through the roster. I want to see who I want to recruit. Yeah, I'd like to recruit everyone, but that's not possible. Oh yeah, that's just my house. I'm kind of running through my brain here. Who all...
It is better if you do not approach me. If you spend too much time around a man of Dusker, there will be rumors.
If you didn't see the originals or haven't played a Blue Lions one or whatever, the whole Dusker thing, the people of Dusker were believed to kill the royal family of Fargus. Something like that. Kind of reminds me of the whole Shambhala thing from Full Metal Alchemist. Actually, kind of seems very similar to me. I'm kind of running through my brain right now. I'm thinking who all I want to recruit. And, well, at least one of them's right here. I want to recruit Ingrid. And I want to recruit her early because she gets a really cool paralog battle where she gets a hero's relic. Probably also want to recruit Caspar eventually as well.
For years, the Boar Prince and I were inseparable.
It's what he calls Dimitri.
Almost anyone else. So let me give you some advice. Beneath all that princely polish, he's an animal, nothing more. He's strong and skilled, sure. But don't place your trust in him as a human being. Take care he doesn't chew you up and spit you out.
I believe to recruit Felix, it's strength and sword skill.
You're all the way over here, Professor. Care to join me in some training? After training, I love tending to the horses or burying myself in a good pile of books. There's truly nothing better.
And Ingrid is a...
Did you need something? I've actually got plans, so
she's probably one of the best Pegasus Knights, my opinion. So I need Dex and Flying. Okay, sweet. That means I don't have to work on my Spear. That means I just have to work on boosting my Dexterity stat and Flying.
Hey there, Professor? You here to check in on my training? Oh, that reminds me. I found this small cloth. It's kind of weird. Not really sure what it is, but it works great for wiping up sweat. Hey, Professor. No?
And his is strength and brawling. Okay.
The next assignment is to drive out bandits? Sounds like some training is in order. Tell me something, Professor. When it comes to a one-on-one battle, which is better, strength or skill?
I'd probably lean more towards skill, but given who I'm talking to.
When it's all said and done, muscle always comes out on top.
You know, I just want to get the little boost to support between me and Raphael. Alright, talk to everyone this way. Alright, how many... Okay, I've got 2 points in time. Or 2 activity points, that's what they're called.
You're quite powerful to have beaten us in the mock battle. Such a shame you aren't leading our class.
Yeah, well, that was the previous playthrough. Excuse me.
That mission is very different from the one we were given.
You creepy son of a bitch. He still makes the perfect vampire if you make him into a dark mage. Jeez, I'm sorry. I'm gonna turn my mic off for a second.
It's thanks to my adoptive father, Lenato, that a commoner like me is here at the Academy. He is the very model of chivalry. Someday, I'm going to be just like him.
Sorry for the coughing.
You're inviting me to join your class. I'm really flattered, honestly.
And... oh, I need Lance to bring in Ash. That's right. Actually, I really like Ash. Honestly... inventory. That's where I can find what I'm looking for. Store that. Store the intermediate seal. Make sure there's nothing else just sitting in people's inventories. Doesn't look like it. I generally don't use these things. But it really couldn't hurt, especially if I'm trying to pick up or recruit different students. Oh my god, was it speed that... I'm gonna hold off then, because I got 2 for speed, 1 for HP, and 1 for... it was strength. I don't know. I need to read carefully. I need to remember what Ingrid needs to recruit her. I need to go back and double check. Mass Sylvain.
Professor, you're the one taking out the bandits? That's one way to start your career at the Academy. I didn't expect they'd order us to risk our lives here. Seems a bit extreme, doesn't it? What's up, Professor? Hey.
And his charm. Okay. So I'm guessing getting items that's going to boost my charm would be pretty useful.
That person sure does remind me of somebody, but I can't figure... Oh, do you need me for something?
Yeah, I don't like you, kid. Even if we recruit you, I'm not going to use you. You kind of suck.
Do you know of the Eyre family? We have long held the position of Prime Minister in the Empire. The Empire's power lies with 6 noble families, my family foremost among them. The full explanation may be time-consuming. I can give you a moment to get ready, if you would like to take notes.
Alright, let's go.
I will list the 6 great noble families. There's Caspar's father, Count Burgles, the Minister of Military Affairs. Then there's Bernadetta's father, Count Varley, the Minister of Religious Affairs. Hubert's father, Marquis Vestra, is the Minister of the Imperial Household.
I'll hand the log.
There's Caspar's father, Count Burgles, the Minister of Military Affairs. Then there's Linhardt's father, Count Hevering, the Minister of Domestic Affairs.
There you go. Sorry, there's that one that I skipped over.
Finally, we have Duke Gert, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and my own father, Duke Eyre, the Prime Minister. One day, I will take his place as the Prime Minister of the Empire. I am more talented than anyone in my class, even Edelgard. I will lead the Empire to a bright, enlightened future. There is nothing I cannot achieve.
Yeah, I really don't like you, Ferdinand. I'm not gonna lie. You're like Sylvain if Sylvain was boring. Which, I mean, they both have skills that lead you to make them into paladins. They're both, you know, both have the same colored hair. Hell, they kind of look alike. Not completely, but you can see where I would get them mixed up a little bit when I was first just starting the game. Okay, can't answer questions from the students just yet. I'm not going to do the whole choir thing. Generally, I'm just going to... Jeez, I don't know why I'm coughing. I'm sorry. I'm going to spend my activity points on boosting... What was I saying? Just by boosting my different skills.
The cathedral is nice and quiet. It's so relaxing. Oh, Professor, did you come to pray to the goddess? Me too. Shall we pray together? Oh, I'm a...
What do I need? I need magic and bow skill. Probably won't recruit Mercedes, just because I'm not probably going to take the time to boost my magic or bow skill, but...
It is the duty of every Fodlan noble to demonstrate piety towards Seros. Have you also come to offer your prayers to the goddess, Professor?
Sure.
You don't sound terribly sure. Perhaps you are not of noble birth? After all, devotion is not as essential for a commoner. I'm just gonna let you die.
Inside the cathedral, there is a chapel dedicated to the four saints. Do you know of them? Saint Indec, Saint Macule, Saint Keyhole.
Saint Kathleen! Who is your favorite, Professor?
Now that you are a member of the church, be sure to familiarize yourself with our teachings and traditions. Inside the cathedral, there is Saint Indec. Now that you are...
Okay, can I have the quest? There we go. Find information among students in the courtyard. Ooh, I get a steel sword. And come in here. It's the different statues, but we can't get the bonuses yet. Again, those statues, we can upgrade the statues or something like that with a monk who's hanging out in there. He's just not there at the moment. That's basically what you spend renown on. It gives you bonuses. You know, you'll get like +1 to any time that you train a student up in swords during the classroom section. You get a bonus to, you know, say with one of them, you get +1 to sword or +2 to heavy armor, or etc., etc., etc. And then from there, it's you can also get bonuses to Divine Pulse, which, if you want to know what Divine Pulse is, basically it rewinds time back, turns and actions. So, you know, say if you have a student who dies, you can rewind time. It's the whole thing with this game. Fire Emblem, crap. The Fire Emblem Echoes did something similar.
Maybe I should go into town, but that would be such a hassle.
Oh, hi, Professor. I'm rather busy right now, so do make it quick. Ah, you can tell? I suppose being a professor has taught you how to ferret out time wasters.
Okay. You know, I said I wasn't going to explain all the features, and then I just start doing it anyways. The Amiibo Gazebo. I keep reading that. It makes me want to vomit.
You know, Professor, there are some things I'll just never understand. Like the other night, I went on a date with a dashing, handsome, strong young knight. Oh, I'm a bit weak just remembering him. Do you know what that no-good jerk said when we got back to my room? He said, "What a mess. I'm afraid to go in there." Can you believe it? You know who cares about keeping everything neat and tidy? Not me, that's who. Afraid to go in there. Some knight he is.
Yeah. That's Manuela's quirk. She's a slob. Have I talked to... Okay. Oh yeah, I should head back to the officers' quarters to complete that mission for Sedith.
Elmira, Thusker. Word of advice, Professor.
Alright, that's the mission for Sedith.
this. Do you know about the cardinals? They are the ones who run the church. Their identities are a closely guarded secret.
Okay, thank you.
Bridget has much more warmth than Fodlan. Even spring here has coolness. And you, Professor? Which do you find is worst? Too hot or too cold weather?
Yeah, I gotta go too cold.
In Bridget, I am able to be wearing much lighter clothes. Training has but...
And Petra need dex and writing. Which is really weird because she's more set up to be an assassin than anything else.
I've got to find out everyone's likes and dislikes so I know what to cook. Who knows when it'll be my turn at kitchen duty? How about you, Professor? Do you like sweet or spicy food? Spicy? Ooh, your tastes are so mature. I'll definitely...
Would you kindly do something for me?
Collect recipes for the head chef. The library has quite a few, blah, blah, blah. No problem. Basically, this isn't something I use very often, but you can cook with another student here to build support, and also you'll get a bonus that's, depending on what you cook with. It's, it'll be like, for the next month, you get plus 2 HP, or more resistance, or more defense, or something.
There were way too many vegetables in today's meal. The ratio of vegetables to sweets was completely skewed.
Oh, hi, Professor.
Were you just eavesdropping on me? Well, everyone knows a plate full of sweets is far preferred to a plate full of vegetables, regardless of age.
Aren't you like 12? I actually think she's like 14, but whatever. Alright.
Oh, Professor, how are you today? I'm just heading out for a mission. I'll be seeing you. I don't need luck.
Alright, now go away. Really don't like Eloise.
A moment,
I've said it before, I just do not like Eloise. Alright.
You look bored. Care to duel? What?
Alright, what was I thinking? Of all the students that I plan on recruiting, I think I'm leaning towards Ingrid. I think there's 5 that I want to recruit. It's Ingrid, Ash, Sylvain, Petra, and Caspar. I think that's all who I'm leaning towards. Alright, let's see here. So then we get the shops. I don't really need to do anything over here at the moment. I was just kind of going through the list for you guys just to kind of help solidify it on camera for me. Sorry, that sentence made no goddamn sense. I'm making a record of it on camera so I can go to a playback, but I'm also kind of telling you guys what my plan is. There we go. I'll say that in a way that people can actually understand what the hell I'm talking about. Interact with dogs and cats, share some meat, fish, or produce. Once you fed them a bit, you might get some kind of reward. To feed the dogs and cats, Garrick Mock, select food items from the gifts. The animals don't much care for food imbued with magic, but fish produce the meat, are whatever. And if you give food to dogs and cats, you may give them something in return. You can get full, however it is, if that happens, find another animal to feed. Okay.
Yay! Thanks!
Can I pet him? Where is the button to pet them? God damn it.
So...
Well, at least now we know you can interact with the animals. But come on, I want to pet the cats. It's the entire point of putting cats in your games. I got a local fish, boost my professor level. I'm trying to think. I think I've got pretty much talked to everybody Everybody out here. Everybody up there. Okay, so now I just need to go upstairs and talk to everyone hanging out in this area. I still can't go up to the second floor. And we'll harvest. And plant. Cultivate.
Professor? Our next mission is to go after a group of bandits. I'm not very confident. I'm afraid I'll just hold everyone else back. I should probably stay behind for this one, or help plan the attack instead.
Alright, I have a feeling that something that we're going to be doing with her is boosting her confidence. Alright, boost to professor level. Shamir.
Have we met? No. Sorry. You remind me of someone I know.
Okay. You want to tell me, is it a... do I remind you of somebody that you liked?
What is it? I'm not doing anything! Cake? Oh, come on. That's just cruel.
Bernadetta, you always make me laugh.
Oh, Professor. Hello. I was just looking for my... Well, it's like a pale blue cloth. Have you seen it? Okay. I do find you very,
Yeah, if I remember, it's... Oh, really? Yeah, that's right. It's charm and authority that Dorothea... Huh. Jeez, I'm blanking. I'm blanking here. There was something. I believe the joke is that her. That the. Come on, brain. That the pale blue cloth that she's talking about are a pair of her panties, and Caspar has them and is using them as a sweat rag. I believe that's the joke. Alright, let's head up to the second floor.
Hey there.
Okay.
Let's see.
And who's up here?
I see. Thank you for... Is there anything troubling you? Or is there perhaps something you seem to be getting along with? I can often be found. I can often be...
Okay, so I can't learn from her just yet. I believe she can teach us in brawling, sword, and faith magic. I could be wrong there, but it's what I remember. Yeah, here's how inventory and all that stuff works. And Hanneman.
Excellent work guiding the students in the mock battle and bearing the unknown crest's power. Yet your talents are incredible, and Lady Rhea's insight as to your potential is doubly so. Excellent work, and your...
Okay, so I can't even have them teach me. Interesting. So that means I've got to use my activity points doing something else. Usually I just have the... I go up to the different people and have just get boost my skills. Well, I guess I'm going to have to do something else.
I'm so glad to be a student here. If only because I get to use this library, reading books from all the regions of Fodlan. I feel almost like I'm visiting those places myself. I'd like to.
Alright, I'll pick that up. That's the cookbook that the one lady wanted me to get. Another cookbook, I guess. And what's over here? A third cookbook.
Swimming through a sea of countless books, tracking down that single sought-after volume. It's absolute bliss. How do the poor fools who spend their days sharpening swords and polishing armor find any joy in life?
Alright, I'm just going to kind of jump through the last little bit that we're going to do in this exploration phase. Sorry. Alright, I just spent some time.
No one bothered to show you the standard procedure for lectures?
Excuse me, Jesus.
Me to save the day.
I don't know, the weather suddenly changed or what's going on? I apologize. What was I saying? Basically, all I did was just, I had a couple meals with students, so I boosted my, my professor rank and bonds with students. That was pretty much it, other than turning in those quests. So this is the basic idea for running lectures. Frankly, this is my favorite part of the game, along with the fact that the class system is actually, it's kind of, once you unlock a class with a student, you can actually go back and forth and...
Be sure to first check on our study goals. After all, students will want to prioritize studying things that relate to their goals.
You can basically, once you unlock a class, you can go back and equip the class like equipping an item. It's an interesting way of doing a class system, and actually I think it works in this game. It's a lot of fun.
If you instruct students based on their interests and specialties. But that doesn't mean it's pointless to teach things that don't relate to someone's goals. Not by a long shot. By overcoming their weaknesses, some students may develop an interest in new fields.
Yeah, and that's called the 3-star marking. That's a budding talent. Yeah. This sort of just teaching system along with the class system, it really works, especially when everybody starts as just a commoner or a noble, which is basically the same class. Unlike the other games where you usually do have a start and it kind of shows you what the progression of the classes are. With this game, it's pretty much a blank slate. I really like it. I think it works.
Study goals may need to be updated based on their learnings and experiences. It's an important part of being taught to counsel students like that.
And you have suggested goals. And that's kind of the game kind of telling you, hey, this student's the best at doing X, Y, Z.
How well their tutoring goes will depend on a student's motivation. It's possible that interacting with students on a regular basis will raise their motivation. Maybe. Then again, what do I know? In any case, make sure to keep an eye on how motivated everyone is.
Yeah, like I said, the whole idea of the game kind of funneling you towards certain classes for certain students, it's going to give you the way to best train each student. But even then, you can do your own thing. Like I made a character. I made that Ash kid from the Blue Lions in my Black Eagle playthrough. I recruited him, and I didn't need another archer because I already had a couple. So actually, instead of making him into an archer and an assassin or anything, I turned him into an armor knight because he had some axe skill, and he actually turned out pretty well. So, you know, you can go in weird directions with the characters.
Students are encouraged to partake in various activities around the monastery. If you have students work together, it will give them a chance to interact, and maybe even help them achieve better results.
Group tasks and certifications.
Monthly certification exams? If you want to become a certain class, you have to pass the certification exam for it. That means training up on the required skills so you can pass. Don't slack when it comes to teaching your students what they need to know to pass their certification exams.
Alright, there we go. We got through all that. Let's take a look at goals first. Claude, Authority, and Bo. That's pretty good. Lorenz, because he's probably going to end up being a Dark Knight. Yeah, that works. Raphael. Right now he's focusing on the axe and brawling, although, as I said earlier, I plan on making him into a into my armor knight, so actually focus on the axe and heavy armor. And once those get high enough, we'll probably... Yeah, what does he... I can't remember if he has a budding talent or not for riding, but we're probably going to make him a mounted knight eventually. Or it's a great knight, I think is what it is. Ignatz is actually with focus in sword and bow. That's actually turning him into an assassin, which could work. Though I think I'm just going to keep him as a sniper. So to give him boosts to just bow, I'm going to have him just focus on the bow. My Scythia... Yeah, we'll keep her like that for now. Once reason gets high enough, we'll probably train her up in faith a little bit. Because I plan on making her into a Gremory. Ditch the sword focus. Let's go faith and lance. Because I'm probably going to turn Marianne into a holy knight. Hilda... She's probably going to become a war master with a focus on the axe. So... I could even make her turn her into a dancer, now that I think about it. So I've been trying to think which character I want to turn into the dancer once that event comes up, but I still haven't fully decided. And Leonie, yeah, she's just a really damn good bow knight. So yeah, we'll keep her with the lance and bow. Next, one guy. Let's put Raphael and somebody else who's going to end up riding horses. Marianne likes them. There we go. That'll work. She likes horses, plus I'm not working on her riding skill at the moment. Okay, so I can teach 3 students. And who to teach first? Could teach Claude, but nah, he's doing alright. Lorenz... Okay, so he has no budding talents. The only thing that he's not good in is brawling, which is fine because I'm not going to teach him in brawling. So he's got a strength, and yeah, let's push his, try and get his reason skill up.
That was at it. This was...
Praise him. He'll get motivation back. There we go. Wasn't able to get it completely boosted, but we're getting there. And Raphael. Yeah, let's train him up, just see if we can get that axe skill to boost.
It's start. That was pretty.
There we go. And finally, we got one more point. Hilda doesn't have a level. Leonie doesn't have one. Well, Leonie's skill in the bow is actually really low. Interesting. You know what? I'm gonna train up Ignatz and work on his sword skill. And oh, he's got a... He has a budding talent in reason magic. And he has strength in the sword. I am gonna pull... Sorry, I'm thinking. You know what? I'm gonna change what I want Ignatz to do. All right. Basically, once you put the 3 stars in, if you don't know, you put 3. You get the 3 stars. Eventually, it builds a strength in that particular category. I'm gonna change him to sword and reason magic, and if you know that combination, you know what class I'm actually now thinking about turning him into. And let's begin the lecture.
I gotta ask you something.
I just want to eat meat and fish, but everyone in the dining hall says I gotta eat vegetables too. I'm never gonna get full on stupid leaves.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, I hate vegetables too. Unless it's potatoes. I'll eat potatoes any day of the week.
Sorry you're stuck with me. That wasn't so bad.
And support between the two boosted.
I'm beginning to understand.
Yeah, if you noticed, because Hilda, does anyone else? No, only Hilda, I think, is the only one who's focused on one discipline. Because Hilda's only focused on one discipline, she gets an extra boost to what she learns in axes right there. If anybody was curious. Raphael's birthday, sure. Boost that support. Why the hell not? And we can do battles, auxiliary battles, basic idea of them, Spirits of the Fallen. It's if you're playing online. It's it's kind of similar to what Dark Souls did with the whole notes thing, but nah, I generally don't like playing online. And we can do a practice battle. Why the hell not? This is probably going to be a long video if you haven't figured it out by now. I'm already at about 47 minutes of recording, but I kind of wanted to get this entire chapter done, so screw it.
Battalions are deployed in battle, so students can learn how to take command. Oh, that concept may be new to a loner mercenary like you, eh, Teach? You want me to When hiring a battalion, start by deciding who will lead them. Pay close attention to the battalion type. One may be made up of armed soldiers, while another is all mages. As for who should lead which battalion, well, be sure to think on that carefully.
Alright, that's the basic idea. Gambits and...
You can use their special gambit. If you successfully pull off a gambit, you may be able to affect the outcome of the battle, even if just a tiny bit.
I also like how I don't have to explain anything.
If you join forces with a nearby
This game does it for you.
there's a chance that the results will be even greater.
Alright, that's the basic idea. I got a couple battalions. And I could give him Gerald's Mercenary. Is this one only available to... Huh. Oh, no, actually, they're all kind of auto set up. So she's got Sarah's Mercenaries, Church of Sarah Soldiers, and I have Gerald's Mercenaries. I don't think I have any others. Yeah, I don't. Okay. So that works. Everyone else's inventory should be good. Him with iron gauntlets. I want him with an axe. So let's marketplace. There we go. Go into the armory. Yeah, I'm gonna ditch that steel sword because Byleth isn't using swords in this one. He's got the iron bow. That'll work. She's got an iron sword as a backup to her healing spells. She's got an axe, exactly what I want. Lysithia's just got her magic, iron lance, and gauntlets. Not what we want with him.
Is that the one?
Here, take an axe. There you go. That's what we want him to have. Ignatz has got a bow, except actually I should probably give him a sword. But I got plenty of iron swords. An iron lance. Okay, we should be good. Now the inventory of each. Store. Hilda, Lorenz, Raphael. There we go. Store the gauntlets. Equip this axe, Ignatz. Store the bow. Ah, he can't use a steel sword. Okay, fine. Here, equip the iron sword. Leonie. She's got... Actually, I'm going to give her a bow. Because... I actually want her to also train up her bow skill. I think that's good. Actually, with Marianne, I should probably give her a lance instead of... Except I don't have a spare lance. I just thought of that. I should probably give her a lance instead of a sword. Iron lance. I don't think any of my lance units right now can use a javelin. It's a ranged lance, basically.
come back.
Alright, that works. Sorry, I know this is not the most interesting stuff to watch, but if you know me, I love micromanaging. It's just the way I am. And give him the full strength iron sword. There we go. That should work. And this is a mock battle, basically. So, you know, deaths aren't deaths.
Let's get to it.
Alright, send Leone up in cover. For backed up by Lysithea and Raphael. I'm going to send a contingent over to the left.
Who, me?
Ready anytime.
Who, me?
Send these four that way. This group that way.
I think not.
Man, his hit chance sucks. Oh, because he's also in the forest. Alright, that explains it. Send Byleth up to tank. Hilda, she'll pull some of the fire away from him. Put Marianne in the forest for now, just to kind of protect her. Lawrence will go there so he can kind of maybe sweep in afterwards and do some damage. Leone, she'll chill back here. Take a bow shot. And attack with miasma on this guy. I missed an 81? Son of a biscuit. There we go. So doing some damage now. This guy and Lawrence, they're just gonna be, they're just gonna kind of like dance back and forth for a little bit. Oh, I forgot I have that shield equipped. I forgot what that thing does.
Nice try.
Nice dodge. Alright, got him up to D and axes. That works. What the hell was I about to... What the hell was I thinking? To check. Holy crap, I can't remember what it was. Oh, that's right. Sorry, items... Leather shield. What does this do? It adds... Okay, it's one protection. I might want to give that shield to somebody else. What exactly I want to do here? Yeah, I need to really boost his strength. Marianne there. Hit that guy with Nosferatu. Just do a little bit of damage. Byleth will come over here. Do a little bit of damage. Hilda will come here, get the kill. I'm basically using Byleth and Claude right now to...
Yeah, I'm definitely tougher.
Using Byleth and Claude right now to do damage, so I can sweep in with the other characters to get kills. to give them the experience. And I think everyone else around us is already damaged. And attack with the lance, and that guy's not going down. Oh, who to attack, who to attack. Let's go with this guy. There we go.
Naturally.
And might as well just use Tempest Lance just to get the kill.
Another one down.
I'm always afraid to use my combat arts just because I never want to waste the weapon durability, but guess that's just me being too ah, damn. Didn't realize I was curved shot.
That's the golden deer for you. I'm not.
Alright, smash will. Come on, crit. Nope. Did damage at least. God damn, I lost my train of thought again. Oh, right. I'm always afraid to use my arts because I'm always afraid that they're going to just destroy all my weapons. But it's pretty easy to get weapons and everything in this game. It's an unneeded fear of mine. It's kind of like using my potions and everything. I'm always, oh, I can't use my potions. I gotta save them, and I never use my items.
Perfect comprehension.
Alright, that's a nice level up. Jeez, come on, Raphael. Stop getting hit.
Well done.
And give Byleth a little bit of health. Start sending everybody else up. I can't remember. What's this one do? Foes hit, lose speed 5. Okay.
If you say so. Strength in action.
Alright, Hilda's getting the next boost in health. Or instead, Nosferatu and that guy that should, yep, give her a level up.
What?
Yeah, it's not a very good level. And send Ignatz up. He'll get the kill.
Who knew?
Not a terrible level, but nothing in the skills that I actually want him to boost. She, Italian, only 2 spots in front of her. But the one that, yeah, sometimes when you can't use a gambit, it kind of confuses me. Why not? Because she should have been able to use her gambit there. Just like Byleth should be able to use it there. What's Claude's exactly? Okay, so he's got 2 in front of him. See in here, okay, it must have to be somebody. Okay, it's got to be somebody right in front of them to activate, but it still hits on a line. Okay, okay. I'm figuring shit out.
This is bad.
Alright, I'm gonna start pulling these guys back. Guess we gotta use curved shot. And before I do that, let me figure out what else I can do. He's got Tempest Lance, so... Oh, that's right. Because he's a student, he can still use magic. I still think if they have the spell, and say I upgrade the student to be a like he's gonna be become, I think it's called a soldier. I think is the next class that Lorenz will become. He loses the ability to use magic once he boosts his class. As a student, he can use his weapon and magic, but like I said, I think that that should be changed. Yeah, let's get the kill.
It's not luck, it's fate.
Come on, Lorenz. You gotta hit 83%. Yeah, figured.
There go the knees.
Yeah, and as I said, Raphael's not dead. He's just retreated. Could Nosferatu or heal Hilda.
Who, me?
Hilda's gonna run around and gambit.
I've got an idea.
Knock 1, we've got this guy. He's unsteady now. It's my asthma. I still love that little arrow twirl.
Sweet dreams.
Soldier goes down. He picks up bow D+. Lorenz gets the kill. And the level, awesome.
I'm still not satisfied.
Not garbage. And finally, Ignatz. Jeez, his hit chance is super high.
I actually won!
And Bullion. That'll work. Alright, yeah, always. I always instruct manually. I get why some people would like to instruct not manually, and I know that's not the way to say that, but yeah, of course I'm going to do it manually. Alright, Ignatz. Really, Ignatz should have gotten a boost to his motivation after he got MVP in that mission, but whatever. Let's see here. Yeah, Lysithea, why not? Oh yeah, I forgot, she's got a budding talent in swords. Well, maybe I... Now I'm thinking of changing what I was originally doing, because I was originally going to turn Ignatz into a Mortal Savant, though I could technically turn Lysithea into one. Nah, I'm going to turn Lysithea into a Gremory. She's too strong not to do it. Yeah, you know what? I'm not training her in any, you know, she's getting boosts to, excuse me. I'm sorry about all the coughing. To reason and authority, so I might as well just start giving her little boosts to faith magic every so often. And with her, definitely I want to give her that budding talent in lances.
I think it's coming along.
And finally... yeah, it's going to Leone. Yeah, she didn't get a level in that mission. Jeez.
No problem. Not as hard. Nope.
There we go. And begin the lecture. Yeah, sure. I'll always participate.
Music
interesting.
It's more powerful than any weapon.
There's someone who's...
Shut up, Ignatz.
Oh, well, that adds some color, I suppose.
Yeah, that's a weird group. 3 guys who I'm really not going to use faith magic with.
It's finished.
I feel like I get it now.
Oh yeah, getting ahead.
All right, I already got Ignatz up to D in swords. Is today the day of the mission? I believe... no, it's a... oh, right, this is going to teach us about seminars. The 31st is the day of the mission. Which, I actually want to check some stuff in my inventory. Oh, we got supports. Yeah, yeah, we could probably need an iron bow for Claude. Raphael, he's good. Lorenz, he's good. Fine. And Leone Leone can probably get through the next mission with that lance, but because of Claude's speed, I want to buy him a new bow. Oh, actually, he can also just buy him a steel bow. Give him a mini bow and let him attack from one space away. Actually, would that work? That would probably be a good thing for Claude. How much is it? 680 gold? Screw it, why not? And sell that broken down iron bow. Items. Oh, that's right, we can't buy battalions just yet. Other than that, now we'll go to Claude, items, and we will equip said steel bow. Kind of want to equip the mini bow just to see it in action, but... Alright, that works. Actually, because Ignat's leveled in... Yeah, he can use a steel sword now. There we go. Store that bullion. I forgot about that. I can sell it. Give us 1,000 more gold. That'll work. Anything else that I need to do? Yeah, who are the sports with? Oh, Lorenz and Marianne have one. I think it's just one. Okay, yeah, why not?
Hello, Marianne. You're well, I hope?
I am, Lorenz. Thank you.
I cannot help but notice you do not look it.
Is that so? I feel fine. Was there something you needed?
How unseemly of me. My apologies. It is not my intention to stare.
Does something about me seem off?
Oh, not at all. I was just remembering your father. Or rather, comparing my experience of him to you. Your father, Margrave Edmund. He is one of the shrewdest nobles in all the Alliance, with a noted gift for pointed speech. On and beyond the battlefield, his words have the power to move friend and foe alike. My own father has said he would not want to make an enemy of him. Naturally, I am of the same mind. Your father is blessed with gifts of confidence and eloquence, yet compared to him, you seem always reticent and downcast. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cause you discomfort. It's just that the contrast between you and your father is striking.
I have very little in common with my adoptive father.
But he sent you to Garreg Mach. Clearly, he sees potential in you. I think I see it too. Yes, a certain charm, gravitas, if you will. Just like him. Oh.
I can't say that I know too much about him. I should be going now.
Yes, of course. Please, take care. Oh, such grace, such serenity. How could such a beauty be hiding in plain sight? With a little polish, she would shine magnificently.
Oh, that was a weird support. A lot of staring. And these allow you to select the lead seminar. Those you select the lead seminars. There we go. Instruct you in other areas of expertise. Hire skilled instructors. Grant more experience. Blah, blah, blah. People choose to attend a seminar based on how well the subjects match their goals. So basically based on their goals is what they, who attends. So like this one would be Claude because Ignatz, I have him focusing on the sword. And Claude and Lysithea are there because of the boost to authority. Here, he teaches lance and authority, bow and reason, sword and faith. As usual, I always go with Sedith's because he gives a big boost, and also these are a lot of these guys need boosts in lances, and the boost to authority is also really nice.
Experience is everything.
Now I see the heart of it.
Everyone's motivation boosted 50. It is now Mercedes' birthday.
Hey, Teach. Glad you can make it. We've been waiting on you.
It seems the knights have our foes cornered. They are in Xanadu, the Red Canyon.
It's bandit time? That sounds like real night work. Let's...
I'm itching to put my skills to the test as well. We have to win so Captain Gerald can see how much I've learned.
Alright, calm down, Leone.
Either way, I'll give it everything I've got.
Even if I go, it's not like I'd be of any use.
That's enough of that. If we don't work together and give it our all, we are doomed to fail.
You can be pretty intense sometimes, Lysithia. But I agree. Let's do our best.
You know, I love how Marianne has no confidence, yet she's actually, so far, a pretty good unit. Yeah.
If we fight half as well as we chatter, we'll be fine. Come on, Teach. Lead the way.
Well, hello, Mr. Kitty. Decides to jump up next to me and say hello. Hello.
So, we are taking children into battle, are we? I'm not certain I will be able to sleep soundly after beholding something like that. I shall allow you to turn back the hands of time. But no, this power is not infinite.
Alright, press the ZL button during the player phase to trigger Divine Pulse. At the end of each battle, Divine Pulse will be recharged. And it's basically the way we can rewind time. So every unit is going to get involved here. I checked everyone's equipment already. I hate that you can't move Claude and Byleth, because actually I'd like to replace those two, seeing that Claude's going to be more of a frontline fighter. Or a backline. There we go. Oh, that's right. I can't replenish my battalions just yet, can I? Actually, I'm gonna swap out like that. Yeah, keep my mages in the back. It's a really odd deployment. Let's go.
So this is the Red Canyon. Doesn't look red to me. Anyway, let's get things started, Teach. Looks like the thieves have been driven back. That's what we last heard, so no surprise there.
The knights chased us all the way here?
Chief, let's get out of here. There's no way we can win against them.
Shut your dumb mouth! Where would we go at this point? You can't be a thief if you fear death!
Yeah, I still want to know.
Back road to the west. How about we split up and attack from there and from the front? We may be able to corner the enemy by approaching from both sides. In any case, we need to cross the bridge first. I'll leave.
What was I about to say? The whole bulging vein thing that he's got going on in his forehead, that just does not look healthy. Maybe you've got a problem.
Ready and willing.
You know, that mini bow doesn't look very mini. I was expecting it to look tinier. It's actually, it's not a weapon I've used, but I've not really had a unit like... I guess I've not really had a unit like Claude, where I'm using him primarily as a...
I got this.
As a bow unit.
Stay focused.
Who, me? Leave it to me.
I think I might have made a boo-boo.
I stand ready.
Because I've kind of blocked off my path. I've also way overextended with Claude.
I call that a win.
Alright, at least we got to level up with Leone.
Can I get a do-over?
I wish.
This is what I've trained for.
And this is one of my favorite parts about this, because you actually get like little little bits of dialogue with the students as they get their first kills. You kind of they're kind of going over, oh my god, so this is what it's like to, you know, to kill someone, blah 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 blah. Use my asthma.
Appreciate that.
Heal with Ignatz. And we kind of have a problem here that everything is... We go, okay, Claude kind of out of the way.
Huh? It worked out.
Come on.
I'm sorry. I didn't have a choice.
Like I said, you start getting little lines of dialogue as they're realizing what's going on. Damn it, Hilda. And there's nothing I can do with Byleth. And I left Ignatz there to get killed. Fantastic. There we go. There we go. Let's go back to the beginning of the phase.
Ready and willing.
Hit this guy with the mini bow. Okay, so we'll cause damage.
I got this.
There we go. Marianne moves up, heals Ignatz.
Thank you.
I stand ready.
Nice try.
Nice dodge.
You're outclassed. It is a noble's duty to guard the welfare of the people. Nothing
Leave it to me.
That's kind of interesting that the dialogue for every student other than the ones of the Black Eagles, they're all kind of going, yeah, you know, it's kind of their duty to, you know, fight these battles and kill people.
I was planning to just sit back and watch, but hey, I got one.
Yeah, kind of like that. And not necessarily flippant, but it's kind of casual. The Black Eagles characters actually seem to have like some sort of like internal strife that it was kind of uncomfortable to kill soldiers. All right. Wow, Claude's getting outspeeded? Interesting. God, did I put Ignatz in a... Put him in a shit spot again, didn't I? I hate this goddamn bridge. He gets doubled and killed. Back to the start of this phase.
I got this.
Ready and willing. I stand ready.
Ready anytime.
There we go. Move around like this. There we go. Spread it out a little bit so only one guy's getting hit. There we go. Yeah, like I was saying, moving through this bridge is kind of a pain in the ass. Because I remember, I always have trouble with this little bit. It's just because you have to advance so slowly. I thought the bow guy was going after Leone. I was incorrect. Alright. Okay, the mini bow actually gives me a double. Gonna try something. Alright, with the mini bow, get the double here. Hit us. Like I said, get the double.
I'll manage.
Leone will shoot the bow from a distance, get the hit and the kill. And nope, now I'm bottlenecked. Only thing I can really do now. Yeah, I can reduce his speed, but that's not going to help me. And the only thing I can do is heal up Leone and tank. And that's all I really can do this turn. Other reason why I hate this goddamn bridge is you can't move. Okay. Claude's got to get this kill with the mini bow. There we go.
It was a good try.
Drops him.
I'm not.
That was a really good level up.
I guess this is what we can expect when battling thieves.
There we go. Now I can run around. Raphael takes a couple hits, but gets the level.
Still got room to grow.
Not bad. And her bow shot kills the thief. There we go. And now I can get off this goddamn bridge.
Sorry.
Well, not completely off the bridge, but close enough. Some Laurens over here. Ignatz, Laurens, Claude. Yeah, I'm going to send them over in this direction.
Good to go.
Can keep my main force moving up this way. You know what? I'll send them Lysithea too. I'll give them a little bit of some mage support.
We stole this treasure. It's all ours. There's no way we're gonna give it up to some knights.
Why do you sound 13? Really? You get hit by the 72, but you miss the 86. God damn it, Laurens, you're useless. Alright, send him up to tank. Yeah, I'd rather not have her get hit. Damage him with the steel bow. Yeah, frankly, we can just move right in there, hit him with my asthma.
Of course I won.
Yeah, explaining how chests work.
To test my own strength. I won't make waste of your deaths.
I'm the only one who thinks that sounds a little morbid. Maybe morbid's not the right word to describe that. It just, I don't know, it just seemed off to me. And this is the problem with fighting thieves. We just constantly get doubled. Oh, sweet, I got a little bit of health back on that one.
If you say so.
That takes care of that. You lost to me?
Be mindful.
And oddly enough, assault troop might be my best decision. It's my best way to avoid taking a counter. Do it. And got the hit. Awesome.
Plenty more where that came from. This is my first real fight. I guess I'm pretty strong.
Yeah, you know, I figured with a lot of these guys being commoners that they'd be a little less okay with killing people. I understand the Blue Lions because, you know, they're the kingdom and everything. Like, you know, I guess I'd kind of understand that they would be more used to killing, like, bandits and such.
Let us be cautious.
But yeah, with this group being commoners, I figured that they'd be even more unused to killing, even more so than what the Empire students were. And my last heal.
Thank you. Stay focused.
Oh, and this is going to be a really good use of my assault troop. Battalion got to level up. Awesome.
I got this. Sorry, don't know my own strength.
And now none of them can move. And one of you guys is gonna have to tank. And I'm gonna guess... Who's the fastest? Speed is 9. 8. What's his speed? It's 10. I don't think he'll be able to double Ignatz. Because I don't think he will be. So I'll let Ignatz tank. There we go. That's how we'll play that. No, he still doubles Ignatz. Never mind. I didn't think he'd be able to tank him. Or he'd be able to double him with... His speed isn't that much higher. It's only, I think, higher by 1. Send up Hilda.
Let the lesson begin.
Thank you, unnecessary crits.
Such power dwells within.
Not a bad one.
You're incredible.
Yeah, well, I try.
I won? Please forgive me, goddess. And save...
And we'll move up Leone, and while she's hanging out, might as well just keep using vulneraries. And large bullion. He can attack from distance with fire.
If you say so.
And guaranteed kill with Ignatz. There we go.
I get things done. I'm sorry. I didn't have a choice.
Alright, not bad, Raphael. And again, because he's kind of out in the open, might as well drop a vulnerary with him. And Claude will move up. Ignatz, still got 2 more charges in that vulnerary, so he'll be able to get closer to full health by the time we're gonna keep moving on. Yeah, and he's actually gonna have to take both those shots that time. Uh-oh. Damn it! All right.
Good to go.
Let's get to it.
And just because everyone's doing it, vulnerary.
Who, me?
Leave it to me.
Move them around this way.
It's your call.
As I said, everyone's doing it.
If you say so.
So just have these guys keep using vulneraries.
I stand ready.
These guys have increased bow range, or? Yeah, they do. They have increased bow range. Okay, that explains it. I'm like, how are they hitting from 3 tiles? And the problem with moving up like that is that's going to get me attacked. But yeah, if I can move this way,
I'm a bit uneasy.
probably take some heat off of my other units, at least with 1 or 2 guys. Equip her Iron Lance. The Tempest Lance will do a good amount of damage to this guy. Boom. There we go. No, I can't move Hilda there.
Goddess, protect me.
There we go, move her there. There we go. Just trying to move in a way that's going to spread out the attacks.
It seemed.
And Leonie's going to take a small amount of damage. At least we're not getting doubled anymore. No, never mind. We're still getting doubled. Raphael, take those bow strikes.
Be mindful.
Alright, we're going to send Violet down here. Start attacking this thief. Get rid of him.
Who, me?
I don't know where I can... I can hit this guy from... oops. Right there. And, yep, that's a kill.
I guess it worked out.
Keeps me from having to waste a turn. And gets her a little bit of health back. Some Leone around. Hit the thief with the bow.
I could use a break.
Good to go.
Take this guy out.
Plenty more where that came from.
Ready anytime.
Yeah, this is always what happens. I send my units out to kind of run a pincer, and the pincer just doesn't work out exactly the way I'm thinking it will. Alright, Hilda gets that kill. I should be able to survive. Takes damage, but she's still alive. Damn it! Yeah, and I have no charges of my Divine Pulse. God damn, alright.